No. No.
Okay.
No.
I was just about to say that it took us 8 episodes to really like get the groove of the intro. Like it was like really good, and then you did the jockstrap thing, and I'm like, maybe it'll be episode 9. That'll be when we hit our stride.
I'm leaving all of this in.
And a good day to you.
Okay. So we're gonna cue the music. Welcome to this week's episode of Colossus at the Crux, a Never Fear campaign presented by the Witchkey March. I'm Ian, your GM, and joining me around the table are...
Hi, I'm Bree. I played Glitch, the ship's mechanic.
Hi, I'm Audra, and I played Tabitha, the ship's quartermaster.
And I'm Garrett. I played Tegan St. James, the ship's pilot.
And I'm Eugene. I play Qualo, the ship's science officer. And my jockstrap is finger licking good.
Jeez. The last episode, you all were chasing after Aphelion, following the transponder signal to somewhere at the edge of the known Empyrean. And behind you, Alan and Wrench had left Dock Station Theta and had gone back to the Temple of the Lost Colossus. You had each had troubling dreams. One of you had a more interesting dream than the others in that Qualo was visited by misinformation, a fairy who delivered some cryptic message that Qualo, I would hesitate to say, did you even half understand it, or was this more like a quarter understanding?
More like pi divided by e.
So pi divided by e understanding.
That's math.
That's right.
People immediately turned the podcast off. They're like, oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we didn't sign up for this.
I misunderstood.
Yeah, we wanted like regular nerdery, not that. No.
Okay. So, what do you all want to do as you are in the sea sky pursuing Aphelion, the Golden Eyed Woman?
So Tegan's up in the cockpit and he's checking all the levels. Like, there's really nothing else he can do now that Josephine's taken over and she's charting her course, right?
That is correct.
Okay. He's going to get up and stop by the mess hall and get a cup of whatever passes as coffee. And then he's going to wander down to the cargo bay and kind of watch things because it's a little bit of a quiet time in the journey, and he's knocking on the sides of different bulkheads and things, just kind of feeling the ship. But as he wanders down to the cargo bay, he winds his way through kind of the stacks of some of the junk that we didn't get to offload and some of the new supplies we brought on. But he goes all the way back to like the ship's shrine locker, and he's sitting there looking at it. It's a new journey, and he's kind of looking at it, seeing nobody's around. He takes out a small piece of paper. He writes down Mr. Thickums and Chonkosaurus Rex on one side, and on the other side, he writes, "Do Gremlins Dream?" He folds it up and he shoves it into the shrine locker, and then wanders back off to go finish his coffee.
As you do, you think maybe you hear chittering from the ducks.
I look up and I'm like,
but it's just the air kicked on, and it made like a rattle on the vent.
He squints real hard so that the tear that's forming gets like pinched off into his eyelashes.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
And then he goes back to work.
Do any of the rest of you want to do anything before you make it to the mysterious signal?
I stay on the bridge trying to get a better read on where we're going for the whole trip.
Okay. As you massage your hologram, you can see that Aphelion's ship is moving much faster than yours is toward the source of the other half of the transponder. So she's going to get there much sooner than you all will.
Hey everybody, we're going to get late to this party, so be ready to go.
Slim Jimmy will be walking through and he'll be like, "You heard the boss!"
I guess I spend some of my time like trying out Slim Jimmy's food and stoking up the engine, so to speak, and I like pat my belly.
Okay. You will go down to the mess hall, and Slim Jimmy will have a large pot that is boiling over. He's doing the thing where he's like wafting the smell of the pot up to his nose. It's some kind of grayish brown goop, and the bubbles have like a viscosity to them. They like really hold their shape for a while before they pop. Yeah, it smells like 2-week-old coffee and beans.
I walked past the mess hall and I'm like, did a dumpster fart? And I keep going.
How'd you know the name of the dish? But yes, if you do eat some, I'm gonna need you to make a strength challenge roll.
Okay.
I believe in you, Tabitha.
I rolled a 21.
With
Fear.
So the fear is you will take a stress immediately from the intense intestinal discomfort that you're going to be in. You know when you eat something and like 5 minutes later you're already getting the like hot grumble?
Where like you put more into your mouth and your throat tightens to try to keep you from like actually swallowing it.
Yeah.
Instead of bubble guts, you're getting like blimp guts.
And he's got like wide eyes as he's watching you eat it, and he's like, I told you I could cook, didn't I? You can put on your character sheet that you're going to get a moment of insane strength from having eaten it, so you can cash that in for one advantage on a roll for having survived Jimmy's
dumpster farts.
Yep.
Glitch is deep in the engineering bay, running tests that may or may not be necessary, just trying to regain some sense of centeredness after having so much exposure to other creatures and people and all the events that happened while they were docked, and avoiding the mess hall entirely. She is munching absent-mindedly on the bag of candy they swiped.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bag of candy. Okay, cool. So, some days pass like this, and eventually, over the comms, you all hear Josephine's voice. Captain, please come to the bridge.
Egan's looking around like, I'm not the captain, but I guess shit is getting confused. He wanders up and he's like, Josephine, you okay? Everything all right?
Well, I think we might be here, but I'm not sure exactly where here is. So you will see that in the distance, out in front of you, that there is what looks like a ring of debris, like a ring you might see around a planet, but no planet.
Okay. All right. Darling, could you drop us out of FTR and just take it slow? I'll take it from here. And I start getting the stuff together to like get ready for like manual control.
Okay. So she drops out faster than reality travel. And you see she like comes back up the tube so that she's situated in the bridge with all of you. Her frame moving in and out of the milky substance inside the tube. And she says, Tegan, this is strange. It's making me, it's unsettling. I don't know. And she pushes away from the fluid so that you like can't see her now in the tube.
Qualo, we got anything weird out there that we can see on your display?
I look at my console.
You can see that there is the ping of the signal and the ping of a Felian ship, and both of them are coming from what looks like inside that ring.
Can I enhance or zoom in on the pings?
Enhance. You can.
I massage the papillae.
Okay. I'm going to give you information either way, but if you would like to make an instinct check, I will give you additional information on a success. Would you like just the base information, or you want to gamble with me?
Oh, I'll gamble. Why not?
Ooh, I love it.
And I got a 9 with fear.
Ugh.
Such
Sweet.
a good roll.
I will take that fear. It's good. I don't really have much. So, after studying it, you will see that suspended in that ring is what looks like a gash along some kind of maybe spherical surface, except that you can't see the spherical surface, just the gash. And, this is a podcast. This would be very difficult to explain without visualizing it, so I'll just sort of give it away. It looks like there's something that is otherwise invisible that something has gashed the top of to reveal the subsurface that isn't invisible. And the ring is created by debris that was scraped out of this gash.
Okay. Hey, yeah, Tegan, aim for the hole in whatever the hell that is.
All right. Well, we're going to get closer. Everybody strap in. It might get a little bumpy. So, Ian, is there... you said there's a lot of, debris around. Is the ship responding correctly, like I would expect? Or is it responding more like there's something bigger out there? Like we said, it looks invisible, but I'm seeing if the ship feels like it's getting pulled towards something larger.
Yes. It feels like it's getting pulled towards something the size of an object that would have a debris ring of that size.
Okay.
So if Dock Station Theta is the size of a small city, then this is the size of a small town.
Okay.
As you guys get closer to the gash, moving cautiously, you can see that tethered to the gash is the front half of a ship. But because of the way it's tethered, it is sort of listing in the sea sky. And it's been listing in the open sea sky for long enough that it has started to change.
Okay.
So the outside of the ship is now made of felt, and there are several large trees that have bloomed out of it.
Okay. So was this the front or the back half of the ship?
The front half of the ship is here. The back half of the ship is at Dock Station Theta.
Okay. And I'm not sure we'd be able to tell this exactly since all ships are kind of different, but if the FTR engine was in the back half of the ship, there wouldn't be anything to kind of help this thing stabilize out here, right? And maintain itself. It would slowly drift into infinity.
Yes. It lacks any way to propulse.
Okay.
But this is where the Navidreamer vault would be in the front of the ship.
Okay. Yeah, I start pulling us up close. I'm looking for the other ship as well, for the Golden-Eyed Lady's ship.
Ooh. That's going to be a check. I think knowledge or instinct.
I will take an instinct. Just trying to see if either of my experiences would help out with this. If it runs, rolls, or flies?
Sure.
Okay. I'll spend a hope and get a little extra sauce on that one.
Come on, Fear. I got a boss fight coming up.
Yes!
So that's an 8 with hope, but it's only an 8.
You do not see another ship out here.
Okay. Dang it.
But you're hopeful.
You are hopeful. What you do see, as you were looking for the other ship, are that there are some very weak-looking lights coming from down in that crack. So it's otherwise dark, but there are 2 dim, purplish lights.
How is the front half of this ship? You said it's tethered. Is it actual, physical cables, or is it energy, or how is it tethered to this crack?
It's tethered with a cable, and the closer the tether gets to the ship, so the further it is from whatever this weird invisible object is, the more changed it has become. And it's only a matter of time before it changes so much that it snaps. But right now, what's a fun material for the tether to be made of closer to the ship?
Spaghetti.
Licorice.
Licorice flavored spaghetti.
The crew's hungry after having only dumpster parts for the last 3 days.
Clearly.
So, alternating layers of spaghetti and licorice getting closer to the ship.
Spillicorice.
Oh, that's way too visual.
And you can tell that the spaghetti layers are going to let loose soon, so the ship will become unmoored.
Okay. So I would, since I don't see the other vessel anywhere, I'm gonna tell everyone, it's hey, I'm gonna try to dock us up to the other half of that and see if we can't get to the Navidreamer vault and get at least what happened here.
So you go to dock at the crevasse?
Yep, up to the other half of the ship.
As you do, Qualo, you don't see it on your scanner, but out of the corner of your eye, at just the edge of the bridge's windows, you see movement. It looks like something is moving on the invisible object, and it goes just beneath the invisible horizon and out of view just as you turn to look. But whatever that was, if you did really see it, is enormous.
I'm going to train a couple of cameras on as much of the horizon as I can of the invisible sphere and just set it to record.
Okay.
For review later.
Cool.
Oh, hey, Josephine, if we're off the ship and something comes over the horizon, let us know.
Of course, Qualo. But aren't I coming with you all?
No, darling. We need you to stay here in case we need to get a quick getaway. Things around here look a bit unstable, and we might have to get a scoot on real quick.
Oh, okay. I suppose that makes sense.
And I get up because I hate doing this every time she wants to get off the ship. It just feels so damn bad. But I go by and pick up another couple ammo packs for my rifle and get ready to go.
All right, cool. You guys move into the crevasse. There's some sort of crystalline shell that has been smashed away. It's broken enough that you can see down into it, but it's not well lit. It looks like some sort of glassy crystalline material that was surrounding this object. So how do you proceed down into it?
What kind of distance is it? Are we falling hundreds of feet down there, or...
I would say it's very far.
Okay. So we've kind of gotten the horizon as close as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Is there enough of a surface we could jump to that we could then start to climb down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Climb along the tether?
Yeah. So yeah, I will go first, and we'll open up one of the cargo bays in the back of the horizon, and then if the ship swings by close enough, I'll grab a hold and just lift up off.
Okay.
And then start making my way down the tether.
Hey, Tegan?
Yeah?
Not for nothing, but you should let Tabby go first.
I figured she'd be coming next. That way, if I fall off, she can catch me.
All right.
Okay. You go down the tether. It is a very far distance from the sphere to wherever these lights are. You can see as you are going down, there is movement in the lights, and it looks like it's trying to get away, out of the light. So something was presumably watching you come down and is now trying to hide.
Okay. Could I make a roll to see if I know approximately where that thing is to help keep it from getting a jump on me if it is in fact a thing?
You sure can.
Instinct?
Yeah.
That's a 16 with hope.
16 with hope. So, I apologize. I was looking up something in my notes. What were you trying to do again, Garrett?
So you said there's this thing that kind of moved out of the light that, I can't really see what it is, but it seemed to be watching us. So I'm trying to gauge its most likely position. If it's a thing trying to ambush me, that way I'm more ready for it.
Okay, perfect. Yes, you do see where it moves to. And it stays right at the edge, just outside of the light.
Okay. Is anybody else on the tether with me? Is anyone following behind?
I am.
Okay. Now I'll turn back around and be like, hey, Tabitha, there's something down there. I don't know if it's alive or not, but it seemed to at least recognize us. So it could be some sort of automation. I'm not sure, but just keep your head on a swivel because I feel like it's watching us.
I'll keep all three of my eyes open.
And I'll keep going down the tether.
So when Tabitha gets on the tether, you feel that jolt of her weight. You hear some licorice snap in the distance.
Okay. How thick is this spillicorice rope?
Spillicorice?
And is it sticky?
It's about 6 spillicorices. Where you guys are grabbing onto it, it's still more tether than spillicorice.
Okay. I'm hungry. I'm just asking if there's enough I can get a bite here or there that saves me from Slim Jimmy's cooking.
Everybody's starving except for me.
I don't know. Your stomach's still grumbling, and it's that it's not a low it's high pitched grumbling.
Like a whine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so you all come down into the crevasse, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you will see that a very gaunt person will come just into the light and will say, "Please, do you have any food?"
I hold out some of the licorice, the spluricorish tether to them.
No, I couldn't eat the ship's tether. That might be our only way home, potentially. Nothing else on your ship? He's looking at you all with like a maybe you could be food kind of situation, like that level of desperation.
Well, I get on the comms. Hey, Slim Jim, you there?
Yeah, boss?
Did you, get a stew pot of that creation you've had and, send it down here?
Oh, no can do, boss. I don't work today.
Alright, well, could you whip something up real quick? I know it's your day off, but if you don't, I'm gonna beat the living shit out of you, so...
I don't work on the Sabbath.
What?
You have to pull that card.
Anything else I can do for you, boss? That isn't work?
Nope, you're good, Jim. See you in a bit. And I look at Tabitha and I'm like, I'm gonna need you to hold him down. We're gonna have to give him like the mother of all noogies.
Okay.
So how dangerous does this guy look?
That's a good question, guys. Tabitha, what does this guy look like?
Well, he did say he was pretty, like, slim and gaunt looking, and he's been down in this hole for a while. So he's gonna be a really pale, skinny, weak-looking fun grill. He's got, like,
Ooh.
a withered-looking mushroom head shape.
Okay.
Can Glitch is listening in on the comms, right?
Yeah, you're also there, as far as I know.
Okay, I followed them down. I wasn't sure. I'm gonna mumble as quietly as I can. Hey, I know thinking is hard, but isn't it a little odd that it's asking for our stuff before it's asking for rescue?
It is kind of odd.
Hey, there, partner. How many people you got down there with you? Like, we got some supplies, but not enough to share with a whole bunch. So, who's all down there?
There's 5 of us left. We're the crew of the God Delver. And he'll point up to the crevice at the half of the ship.
All right. Well, how about we do a little trade? We'll go make you up something to eat, and then you can let us know what happened here.
I should say, he's been talking, not just like a harsh croak, but also he's been like whisper shouting.
Okay.
So he's just barely audible. That is an important thing to mention. But you offer to exchange information for food?
Yeah.
Of course. Could we join you on your ship?
Let's save that till after we have our talk.
Oh, please. We won't last but a few more days. We're just scientists. We're so hungry.
And I'll ask, like, either Qualo or Glitch to kind of back up the tether a little bit and just go get something. And literally feel free to, like, throw Slim Jim out the airlock if he protests or anything. Like he can come, like, float in the Empyrean for all I care right now. It's his day off. He'll like it. But I just want to stay here and, like, guard the tether and make sure they're not going to try to, like, make a boarding on us while we get them something to eat.
Rock, paper, scissors?
While you're trying to decide, Glitch just scrambles back up the tether.
Okay.
And goes running through the halls down to the mess hall. Just sort of sneers at Slim Jimmy as she runs past him and starts rifling through.
I'm assuming he's got, like, his feet kicked up or something, and he's like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, he's playing solitaire.
He's in a hammock. He's in a hammock and he's got a newspaper opened up. Cool. All right, so you grab some provisions and you run back and you bring them to the thing. All the while, more figures have started to move to the edge of this purple light, which you can now see is a dying flare. And you can also see, if you look really closely, that they had actually spelled out help with the flares, but all but 2 of the, 24 flares that they had put out to spell help have all died.
Hey GM, is this sphere and or ship considered a prominent town or environment?
Like for Loreborn?
Like for well connected.
Well connected. Yeah, if you're in a new place, you can well connect.
Okay. Yeah. I know one of the people, one of the survivors.
Indeed, in the darkness. Well, what person would you like to see here among these scientists?
It's someone I exchanged papers with a couple of years back on the nature of gestational gremlins.
Okay.
Another little tear rolls down my eye.
I went through a period where I was wondering at what point do gremlins develop hands? And this guy is the expert on that.
It turns out 2 years after they're born. For the first 2 years of their lives, they're just nubs.
Gross.
Weird. Hey!
But they get the pompadours at birth, right?
No, they're born with regular hair. They style their hair. That's one of the weirder things about gremlins is that they have a
Grooming
they
habits?
seem to have some kind of culture around advanced hair.
The first thing they do when they develop hands is go through the hair ritual. And that's when they first style their hair into their distinctive pompadour. That's how they know that they're adults.
Okay.
They have a rite of like a coming of age passage where they have to like use their new hands to do their hair. Oh, you are
Assuming
one of us.
that Qualo's explained to us in his surprise how he knows this person. I'm just going to be like, why is it always gremlins with you guys?
They're fascinating.
All right. So this researcher, what is their name and what do they look like?
Their name is Phalanges, and they are the shortest elf you've ever seen. They are as short as they are wide.
Oh. Well, are they as wide now that they've been starving for a while?
In fact, they used to be wider.
Okay. So for the audience, I've been playing with Eugene for some years now, and this is like the sixth guy he's named Phalanges.
I'm a big Phoebe fan. What can I say?
Okay. All right. So yes, Phalanges shuffles out of the darkness and says, Qualo Dynasime?
Phil, baby, is that you?
Oh my gosh. Phalanges is going to grab one of the other starving people and shake them. We're saved. Oh, Qualo's a famous scientist from the city at the Crux. Phalanges will fall into a sobbing heap of relief.
Hey, man. Are you guys planning to kill us and take our ship?
No, I guess if you said you weren't going to take us, we might try, but we're starving to death, so I don't imagine it would work really well, but we're desperate enough to give it a shot, you know?
Just being on the level with you, we're that bad off. We are real bad right now.
The others look at their feet and shuffle them. You see one person, their arms had been behind their back and their arms fall slack and they had a makeshift shiv from stuff that they had found. They let it drop.
All right. Do any of the rest of you have any weapons? Because honestly, we want to help you, but also Tabby will just eat you.
It's true.
One more person drops a shiv on the ground.
Okay. Hang out here. Well, tell us everything you know. But if we have to go inside, you can just hang out here, and when we're ready to go, we'll bring you to the ship with us.
Yeah, we'll pass the food over.
Are you all following that lady?
We are. We are following that lady. Do you know where she went?
Deeper inside. Also, you've got to keep your voice down. If you're too loud, you'll attract it.
I immediately start whispering. Attract what, buddy?
We've been calling it an eidolon. It's a creature. It's meant to protect this place. We guess. So we came here. The research was funded. We knew it was kind of sketchy. It went through a bunch of different shell corporations and things, but some of us already had research in the area, and you know how scientists are. We'll do anything for a citation. So we had someone purchase the ship, the God Delver, for us, the most advanced ship I've ever seen. And there was a signal that was coming from the city at the Crux, and it was winding up here. So we were sent to research the source of it. When we got here, there was the big crack you all saw, but right after we left the ship, this large creature came up and sliced the ship in twain.
Wait, the Eidolon sliced the ship in half?
Yeah,
Oh, that's way more serious than I thought.
it's big as fuck.
Hey, thanks for reminding me. Any papers that come out of this operation, I expect to co-author for rescuing you.
For shit's sake.
Yeah, all of a sudden, all the scientists look really suspicious, and they're like, one of them tries to hand back the food. Like, if that's what this takes, I'm not eating.
You could just put me in the middle. I don't gotta be first or last. Fine. Just
I
throw
want
me
to
a
get on the
bone.
comms. I want to get on the comms real quick and be like, hey, Josephine, darling, could you do me a favor? Can you go ahead and detach off of the what we're on right now? I need you to pull away a good decent amount to the outside, more like where we came in on. We'll call when we need you to come swing by and pick us up.
Is it because of that enormous creature that's just come into view?
What? And I look up.
Okay, I need everyone to give me an instinct reaction roll.
Ooh.
Man,
That's a 5.
18.
8.
12.
Okay. Everyone who made less than 14 is going to take 1 HP, like mark 1 HP, that you cannot use armor for. You hear what sound like the clanging of bells, but it's not coming from the crevice. It sounds like it's coming from behind you and passing ahead of you. Almost like the sound is being pulled toward this creature as it walks across the crevice. And so you see what looks like a spider, the size of a strip mall, walk over the crevice and toward the ship. Josephine manages to pull the ship just out of the way before a large scythe-like leg sweeps where the ship would have been.
Oof.
Oof.
Well, you guys go woof, and then you realize you can't hear anything.
Okay.
All 4 of us, or just the 3 that took damage?
All 4 of you.
Okay, so we had the big crack, and this giant spider thing came out of it.
Crawled over top of it. From your perspective, you were inside the sphere looking out through the crack, and this thing is crawling along the top of the sphere.
Okay. So it was either invisible or on the other side of the thing we couldn't see. Okay. Yeah, I get on the comms. I'm like, yeah, Josephine, go. Get out of here.
So you're trying to do that, but you're not making any noise. And one of the people from the crew is going to put their hand on your shoulder and give you they're shaking their head, telling you don't bother trying to talk.
I shrug off that and then start heading back out of the crack.
Okay. The shadow of the large spider creature continues across the crevice and away. And yeah, Josephine has jerked the ship just out of range of its swipe and is, listing further away in the sea sky.
Yeah, I'm trying to move over the rest of the crew to get back out of the crack and towards the outside. I just want to see what the hell's going on.
By the time you get back out there, Josephine is some distance away back toward where the ring is, and there is no creature in sight, but your ability to hear is returning. And so if you're at the crevice, the mouth of the crevice, it returns faster to the people who are inside the sphere than it does to you. And so Glitch, Qualo, and Tabitha, you regain the ability to hear pretty quickly.
What was that?
What?
Stop fucking yelling, people.
Hey, that's a good point. So when you're what? A bunch of the people down below shh, shh, and they'll start furiously shushing. Then one of them will scream whisper, "We call it hush."
So that wasn't the other thing that you were talking about? There's 2 scary creatures roaming around here?
Nope, just the one. Just hush.
Okay, well, I don't know about you guys, but now I really want to be inside and away from that thing. And conveniently, the crazy woman that I have questions for is in there too.
What? I'm like pantomime. I can't like get my hand to my ear. I'm like nothing. I can't hear you.
So he's also hard to hear. Like his voice is muted, like and muffled because it's closer to the creature. Creature's back out of view by the time you got to the top of the crevice, so you didn't get a good look at it.
Okay, I'll start back in.
Almost like by GM fiat, you can't see this thing in full before it's time for the fight. Ha 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 ha! You're like, I just get back in the ship and leave. I don't have to do this stupid fight.
Oh, we could, but now our ship's all the way out there.
Josephine's like,
Should I come back closer?
Oh, darling, we'll radio when it's time.
you can hear Slim Jimmy in the background be like,
Take a load off.
Don't listen to him. Yeah, don't bring it any closer. We're not sure what that thing can do, so just stay out of its reach for now.
all right. The architecture to this place is strange, which isn't, that's not that weird for being out in the Empyrean, but your comms devices usually translate any writing that you see for you. And while there is writing everywhere, it is not being translated by your comms devices. And judging by the amount of writing and handles and knobs and things, you're in some sort of like control or maintenance-y style area.
All right. Well, since we don't have a good idea what we're doing, except that we're getting into trouble, Glitch is going to take a moment to spend a hope, use her community ability, which allows her to spend a hope to use an ally's community ability. And I am going to use Tabitha's nomadic pack. I'm going to spend an additional hope to reach into my backpack and pull out a mundane item that is useful to the situation, which the GM will elaborate on.
Oh, great. Also, how many hope did you just spend?
2.
Okay, 2 hope. Okay. Cool. What the hell would be useful for this?
Something to make light.
I mean, a decoder ring, obviously.
Something that
A mundane object could not decode the text. But yes, something that can make light does sound useful. So you pull out an old-timey torch with like the pitch-soaked rag like wrapped around a wooden stick.
totally something Glitch would carry around. Right,
I didn't even know
when
that
in
was still
Rome,
in there.
set it alight.
Yeah, Tegan's not reacting to any stranger to the unreadable writing because he can't really read to begin with, so he just thinks this is regular writing.
I'm going to use the comms recorder function to record all the writing. I'm sure the scientists have been working on it because they'd be bored in doing that, but I'm also just going to record it for myself.
We have been doing that, one of them says.
I
But then
know.
he begins to cough and he loses consciousness. Before you go in, Phalanges is going to grab you, Qualo, and he's going to say, "There's a chance you all might not come out. Can we just get aboard your ship so that you can take us when you leave? Like, I mean, what happens if you die? Like, you're just going to let us die? Don't let us die."
Well, we can't risk bringing the ship close enough for the Guardian to cut it in half just yet. So you're just going to have to wait for us.
I mean, you don't need a 14 in presence to know that you're just blowing smoke right now.
Yeah, but you do need more than those 2 shivs to make us change our mind.
You've changed, Qualo. You've changed. You used to be the kind of guy who would write research papers, and now you're this. And emotions to your whole body.
Wow, we don't got to get personal about it there, Phil. I mean,
Bill, you changed too. You weren't nearly as starving the last time we talked.
I'm not one to body shame, but if we really want to go there,
Counting your ribs, bud.
Just let me go on the ship. Okay, so I guess you guys don't let them go on the ship, but you do feed them, and they very greedily eat the food. Like you would expect 5 starving people to do.
Okay, are they able to share anything about what this writing is or like what this place is?
Their interactions with this creature.
So the Funkrel will say, "I'm Saturnus, and I was the head of the expedition. The writing, our linguists," and she'll point to the person who just went unconscious, says that this place was some kind of archive And so the creature was meant to protect the archive, but we haven't been able to find out what they were archiving because we haven't gone very far out of here. What on account of the intense danger and the fact that we're just scientists and not like, swarthy adventurers or what have you.
The other lady, did she bring her ship through, or
No, never saw a ship.
turn around to the rest of the group like, oh, that's weird. Definitely got here on one. All right, well, which way did she go?
They will point to a door that is ajar and goes down into a maintenance shaft.
All right, well, I don't think there's much for it but to do it. Let's head on after him. I mean, we got to get some answers before we can figure out our way past this hush, or we can get the hell out of here.
Let's go find a database.
All right. I'm going to have each of you tell me how you help navigate through this place. And then you will make a associated roll, and we will see how that goes. So who would like to go first?
I'll go first. Tegan is going to be watching out for unstable bits of, this area and any kind of strange terrain as we kind of go through these hallways and, stuff that's broken. And I'd like to use my Ridgeborn community feature, Steady, which gives me roll advantage on rolls to traverse dangerous cliffs, ledges, and navigate harsh environments.
Wow, it's like you were born for this.
It's like I'm intentionally choosing the thing I'm really good at.
Roll that, Schniz.
That's an agility challenge roll with advantage. That's an 11 with hope.
11 with hope. All right, get that hope. Yes. At one point, Tabitha goes to put a paw on a beam, and you put your hand on her shoulder, and she doesn't put her full weight on it before it and then falls down and then clangs into the darkness. You can tell this place has seen better days. It's fallen into disrepair. Awesome. All right, that's some progress. Who's next?
I will, with Tegan's guidance, use my strength to maybe move large obstacles out of the way for people so that they can traverse easier, or lift them up to help them get up a ledge or something like that. Basically using my size and strength to get everybody through.
Perfect. Give me that strength roll.
A 16 with hope.
All right, get that hope. So between the two of you leading this first charge, you're able to get out of this system of what looks like maintenance shafts, and you come out into a walkway that is over top of what looks like a full town. It is enormous, and it is full of pillars that are hundreds of feet high, and there is one of these pillars every far distance. And there seems to be an opening in the center of this forest of gigantic pillars. And you guys are an extreme distance above that. So if you were to fall from this catwalk, you'd have some hang time before you went splat. But you can see in the distance that there is what looks like a shitty elevator that goes down from this catwalk to this library proper. Cool. Who wants to do the next leading?
Glitch will pop in and pull the rope out of her pack and start to create some sort of tether as we make our way towards the janky looking elevator, trying to create something stable to create a little bit of a fail-safe for the team as they make their way over there.
Smart. So that's going to be a finesse check, and I'm going to give you advantage because you used the community pack to get the torch. So
that is a 19 with fear. You're welcome.
Yes! All right.
Doing her best. Boy Scouts. All the knots she learned.
In the Boy Scouts. That's awesome.
All right, Qualo.
Can I describe what we do when we're after we take the elevator, or do you need me to do it now?
No, you can do it after the elevator. So, you guys ride the elevator down. And now you are at the, start, I guess, of this, like I said, forest. Now that you're closer, you can see that they are full of scrolls. These, towers.
Like scrolls with text on them?
Yes.
Oh, fudge you. Well, damn it. I no longer care about moving after the woman. And I'm just... I start reading the scrolls. I just start grabbing scrolls and trying to read them.
Cool. Give me a... Well, okay, so I'm going to tell you what starts to happen, and you tell me how you react. So you reach in to grab a scroll, and when you do, you can see that there is some kind of indicator that clicks on, and it's flashing green and red as you're holding the scroll, and when you give it a little tug, it flashes more red than green.
All right. Well, I'm not a complete idiot. I put the scroll back in. Does it go back to green?
It does, and then it clicks off.
Okay. Hey, Glitch, if we turn off the power source, then the tracking mechanism will turn off, right? And then I can just grab all the scrolls? Let's put that plan in action.
Oh, sure. We'll just make it happen just like that. That sounds like a great idea. Why don't you reach in and find out?
Thanks. I agree. It sounds like a great idea. That's excellent. Thanks very much. When we get to the bottom of the elevator, because my genes are a hot mess, I'm going to use my intuitive sense of figuring weird shit out to see which direction we should head in.
Okay. Yeah, give me that, I think that sounds like a knowledge roll, right?
Sure. 15 with hope.
You guys rolled so good, damn it.
Stack that fear up.
Weak. Okay, so, you recall in your many studies in your different eras of academia that there was a diagram for a archive that was considered like of legend. And you thought the idea of this archive, giving your character, was so awesome that you had inadvertently committed the layout to memory. And you find you are in that fabled library. Like, you are in that fabled archive.
I'm never leaving. I'm home.
I'm home. Leave me enough dumpster farts and I'll be happy. So, Ian, I'd like to use my gifted tracker ability because I just remembered I'm a ranger. And
I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I just kind of forgot about it until now. It says when I'm tracking a specific creature or group of creatures based on signs of their passage, and I'm assuming there wasn't a whole lot of other ways for a person to get to where we are now.
That's a fair assessment.
It says I can spend any number of hope and ask the GM that many questions from a list of questions here. So I'd like to know, I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 hope to get 3 of these questions. So the first one is, which direction did they go?
Okay. So you can see there was like a layer of dust, and if you look closely, you can see very light footprints in the dust, and they're leading toward that opening in the stack of books.
Okay. The second was, how long ago did they pass through?
So even though she had like a couple of days head start on you, it looks like she maybe went ahead of you, maybe like half an hour.
Wow. Okay. They're right on her tail. And then the last one is, how many of them were there?
Just the one.
Ooh. Okay. So if we encounter this, the golden-eyed lady that I've tracked in this way, I get a +1 bonus to my evasion against her. It's nice.
Nice.
Hey, since apparently I know where we are, where does that hole lead to, and where is she likely to be going? Do I remember that?
So in the center of this library was said to be something that was able to extract and store secrets directly from people and in their raw form, right? So rather than somebody having to write something down through like layers of their subjective experience, that it could pull the objective secret out of people and then store it.
Okay. She's going for the encephalon machine.
Tegan nods like he understands what's going on. He doesn't. He's like, yep, man, encephalitis. Okay.
That joke was encephalable. So, do you all make your way toward that central area?
Yep.
I mean, if you have a chance to see an encephalon machine, you have to take it.
Okay. So, you all move toward this encephalon machine, and you can see that with this very dim lighting that you might expect to see in a archival area, you know, more like emergency lighting than task lighting, there is a large dais that rises up in the center of this open area. And as you approach, you can see that Aphelion is on the dais messing with some kind of desk. Assume, there's like controls or something on the desk and you can't really see it from where you are. And she looks frustrated. She's being very frantic, like typing and moving something. And so she is very far distance away. But as you all approach, there really isn't, once you're inside the area, there's nothing really to hide behind, right? So it's a big open space, the dais in the center of it. And so she sees you when you see her, and her eyes narrow. She's wearing a black outfit from toe to turtleneck.
Oh, the turtleneck. Nice.
Yeah. And she looks like she has a weapon on her side, some sort of firearm.
Okay. I look over at Qualo, and I just kind of put my hand on my back where, like, I got my carbine all folded up, just ready to go.
I'll step to the front, and I'll put my hands up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Aphelion. We don't have to fight about this. What you trying to do?
So as you say that, her eyes go wide with horror, and the dais that she's on rocks violently, and then you see all around you, embedded in the ground, are what look like spider legs that begin to lift up and, set down and like pick up the weight, and the dais rises quickly and awkwardly from the center of this area. And you can see that Hush is standing in front of you, and Aphelion is thrown from the dais, falls on the ground opposite the monster of you all. And you can see from where she lands, like she hits the ground hard, bounces off the ground. But then, this gigantic spider creature is now looming over you. Now that you can get a better look at it, so the dais makes up this weird center of the body, and then it has 6 legs positioned equidistant around this dais. And in the center of each leg, like where it articulates, there is a gyro with a gigantic bell situated inside the gyro. And so it's got 6 of these bells. And that is where we're going to end the session for today.
I'm guessing we shouldn't have called out hello. Hey! Hey there, lady! We're fine! Oh, no.
You had been warned. You had been warned. And so, everybody.
Okay, so we were warned, but how are we supposed to know it was just going to come out of the ground when it was previously on the surface?
Yeah, I thought the thing was like guarding it from the outside, but no, it lives in here.
Also, I didn't realize I was yelling.
Because the answer is because we should have known.
And so, special thanks to our sound guy, for Darrington Press for creating Daggerheart, the awesome game we're playing, and to our incredible fans. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, 5 stars, the whole thing. It's the #1 way to help our show. Colossus of the Crux is part of the Witchkey March universe. If you're interested in playing in any of the associated games, you can find them on startplaying.games. And we will see you next week.
Bye!
Out!
Yeah, everybody's so excited.
I fry it in olive oil.
Oh my god, I was so I like that went exactly the way I want. Like how like in my entire GMing career, how many times have I gotten exactly what I wanted? It's like never. And I got it. I was like, please somebody say something and forget that you're supposed to be quiet. And then it would it's whoever had said whatever, it would have woken it up. But like the so good.